Genetically engineered crops for food are now quite common in the United States. 90% of soybeans, for example, 50% of corn. Now on the horizon, plants that could produce drugs. A look at a unique pharmaceuticals venture is the focus of tonight's Weekend Journal. In southern Indiana's cave country, this former rock quarry is where for nearly a century, limestone miners carved out their livelihood. Today, it's a converted warehouse. Inside this subterranean maze, the air is damp and a chilly 51 degrees. A dark, winding road connects 12 spacious chambers, some of which are being used by the U.S. military to store thousands of meals ready to eat, or MREs. Other occupants include tire companies that found the stable temperatures are ideal for keeping supplies. How far down are we?
There's 160 feet of rock above us.
This is kind of sci-fi, isn't it? Today, one of the chambers is alive with promise. Did you ever think you'd be growing plants in a mine?
Never. Never thought it would happen.
Alive as in living. Businessman Doug Ossenbaugh is growing genetically modified corn in what resembles a one-room house, a hot one actually, a constant 82 degrees Fahrenheit.
We are able to control temperature to plus or minus 1 or 2 degrees. We've got a normal schedule for watering and feeding.
Thanks to advances in biotechnology, gene sequences from an unrelated plant or a different species can be inserted into the corn. As it grows, it will produce a protein that can be harvested and manufactured into a drug or vaccine.
We could potentially use plants to produce life-saving compounds for things such as cancer or diabetes or cystic fibrosis.
The key is the cave setting, which provides virtually complete control of the environment. The amount and intensity of light plants receive can be increased to shorten growth times and boost the number of harvests.
We can access this from really any internet connection.
Ossenbaugh insists it's safe, nothing gets in.
It allows us to do things in a pure way. We don't have to use any insecticides, we don't have an insect problem.
And nothing gets out, he says. That's a major concern. 6 years ago, genetically modified Starlink corn designed to repel pests and intended for animal feed was discovered in taco shells and was blamed for allergic reactions in 44 people.
It's just another layer of insulation. It allows us to control what's in there even more.
Ossenbaugh promises that growing genetically altered crops in a contained environment like his facility offers mistake-free production and drug companies significant savings.
Progress is being made in small baby steps because it's just a new science.
While full commercialization of plant-made pharmaceuticals is still 3 to 5 years away, Ossenbaugh is currently working on more traditional farming issues like finding a better corn cob, one that's genetically drought or insect resistant. We'll be back.